Hi everyone, it's Adriana Girdler from the MVP Approach, here to teach you how to live life with purpose and intention. Today's video, I'm going to teach you about how to stop procrastination and 3 easy tips. Is it that looking at procrastination is something that we even need to look at from this MVP approach? Well, it's very simple. When you're looking to go into an MVP approach, which is really mastering your personal and professional life and really moving on to the next level, one of the big things I get a lot from my corporate clients is procrastination. Things seem so big that they just don't know what to do. So I have 3 easy tips for you, so let's get to it. The first tip is power hour. Power hours are so great. So one of the things I teach my corporate clients is, there's only so many hours in a day. So if you can actually block out 1 hour of time and set it aside to do something that's really important that you need to get done, that makes a huge difference. Now, to give you a little added boost is use a timer with your power hour. So what is a power hour? It actually is something that you put on your door to stop people from coming in and interrupting you, because all of those interruptions add up, which is why a lot of times we're working at home versus working at work. So the first procrastination tip is give yourself a power hour, block it off on your calendar, on your door, take a timer, I don't care what it is, whether it's a timer on your phone, an egg timer, even if you're at home and it's on your microwave. Set that time so that you know that you're dedicating something very specific for that 1 hour. Tip number 2, combine. Combining is a great way to get rid of procrastination. Because a lot of times when we procrastinate, it's usually because something feels a little too big, or perhaps it's maybe not something that we're actually loving to do. So what I mean by combining, well, take something that you love to do. Let's say it's Netflix. I love my Netflix series, but I'm sitting down watching them. So what I do is I combine it with exercise on my treadmill, on my spinning bike, and I'm watching my Netflix series. So I kind of get a 2 for 1. I get the bonus of something I love doing, Netflix, and perhaps getting that extra bonus with physical activity, which maybe is not the greatest motivation for me, but with the Netflix, it definitely helps. Another option from a professional standpoint is when you're driving to work. Use that time by listening to a podcast or an audiobook that talks about some self-help so that you yourself can become a better person that you are. Tip number 3 is I want you to chunk it out. So earlier on, I said with combining is sometimes things feel really overwhelming. Well, chunking it out is another way, particularly with large projects or major goals and initiatives that we have, that you need to take a look at something that's really huge and bring it down to something more manageable. Because when it's more manageable, you're apt to do it. And that is the whole point of procrastination, is stopping yourself from not doing things because you really need to do something to move forward toward your goals, desires, and dreams. So how do you chunk it out? Well, you chunk it out by taking your major initiative. So you have this big block called big tasks. And under that big task, it could be, for example, you finding a job. And under that, well, what are the big chunks? Well, one of them could be your resume. Another big chunk could be clothing that you're going to wear for the interview. Another big chunk could be research. Now, by doing it in those chunks and then underneath, dropping down and getting a whole bunch of tasks, and don't forget to put responsibility along with due date for those tasks. You just took something that's very huge, like finding a job, and seems really overwhelming, and you made it into something that was more manageable, stopping procrastination from you not even doing that. That's really transferable to large projects. So with large projects, do the exact same thing. And what you want to consider with that is maybe dividing it up with your chunks from a departmental perspective or big deliverables. I promise you, it works 100% of the time to make sure that you do not procrastinate. So remember, procrastination is what stops us from reaching our goals. It's always better to do one thing than nothing. So I hope these 3 tips help you to stop procrastinating and allow you to get to your goals and to connect with who you are and achieving that MVP approach. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up right down below. Please subscribe, and more importantly, share it with your friends. These tips really do work. Thanks so much. Bye.